So we all know that this happened. We covered this on the last show. Here it is. We got Trump's birthday note to Jeffrey Epstein.
Listen, man, you did not win any fans among the small-breasted with that segment.
It's like, this is not a woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Some people got very upset about that.
Were they really like, how dare you say that? Sorry, I touched a nerve. I didn't mean to. I'm trying to make a point about Jeffrey Epstein here. Bigger fish to fry. But
I mean, really, what my argument to that, anyone who felt that way, it's the context.
It's the context, right?
Like, yes, there are adult women who are small-breasted, but you're talking about probably the world's most famous fan of the playground, and Donald Trump, who, in my opinion, was credibly sued before she got scared out of it by someone who claimed she was assaulted by him when she was 13. So in context, yes, sure. Really, that's a portrayal of a pubescent girl.
Yes, and also in context, if Donald
Not a
Trump,
child, a pubescent.
Girl,
like 12, 13.
Yeah. In context, if Donald Trump wanted to draw a picture of a naked woman as a lewd joke, you think Donald Trump's going to go for the A cup? I don't think so. I don't think so. Right?
Yes. It's context. Yes.
It's context. Context matters, ladies. To our 14% female audience, remember, context matters. So
93% of which turn out to be small-breasted.
Yeah, right. Should have done more research before that segment. I guess that's what happens when you don't prepare. Yeah. We got Trump's birthday note to Jeffrey Epstein that the president said doesn't exist. Trump talks about a wonderful secret the two of them shared. What is he hiding? Release the files. That's funny. I didn't read those comments. We've got a lot of, I'm a boomer and I protested Vietnam. We haven't got a lot of, I have small tits and I'm a woman just as much as anyone else. So in response to this, we know Carolyn Levitt issued a tweet denying the authenticity of this document. And now here she is being asked about it at the press conference.
Epstein case, would the White House support a professional handwriting expert review of the document released yesterday to prove that it's not the president's signature?
Sure, we would support that. And in fact, I have already seen many forensic analysts of signatures coming out. I believe it was the Daily Signal that published a piece with 3 separate signature analysts who said that this absolutely was not the president's authentic signature. And we have maintained that position all along. The president did not write this letter. He did not sign this letter. And that's why the president's external legal team is aggressively pursuing litigation against the Wall Street Journal, and they will continue to. Christian.
So I guess now her moral conscience attack has lifted since she's back to wearing the cross around her neck while she lies to the pedophiles, right? Yeah. From the Wall Street Journal article, there's a photo of Jeffrey Epstein with the giant novelty check implying Trump sold him a woman for $22,500. So we covered this last time, but we didn't have the image. The image kind of broke while we were on the air. So there it is. There's the check. Jeffrey Epstein holding that big check with the name Trump on the endorsee square. Jeffrey showing early talents with money and women. Sells fully depreciated, name of woman, to Donald Trump for $22,500. Showed early people skills too. Even though I handled the deal, I didn't get any of the money or the girl. There you go. There you go. A fully depreciated woman. Now, we said this in the last clip, but I do have to remind you that it's been a common accounting of this Epstein case that Epstein would have sex with these women when they were underage, which is, of course, a crime. And then when they became of age, he would pass them off to his friends. And so that is where I fear that fully depreciated phrase comes from. Carolyn Levitt asked about this, and look what she has to say.
Thanks, Caroline. One of the other documents released by the House Oversight Committee contained a photo of Jeffrey Epstein holding an oversized check that was made out to him in the check from the president for $22,000 for a fully depreciated woman. I wondered if the president has any recollection of that or what you guys make of that photo that was included in those documents.
Did you see the signature on that check? It is not Donald Trump's signature. It is absolutely not. The president did not sign that check.
But does he recognize the woman?
Okay, well, talk about a red herring. Oh, he didn't sign the
Oh,
check.
well, I guess that's that.
I guess that's that. Look at the signature. Look at the signature. Not denying the context. Just saying, yeah, no, he didn't sign that either. That's not his signature. This is their go-to. This is what they have
Yep.
debased themselves to. This is why we talk about these influencers, right? We talk about these people who run on a family values brand, run on a huge part of their appeal was that it was them versus the godless hedonist pedos. And here they are just so shamelessly covering up this operation. There she is, the big cross around her neck. Like there's just no shame whatsoever. Got this fucking picture. Imagine this in any other context. Imagine a Democrat had this surrounding themselves for a
Yep.
fully depreciated woman.
Yep.
Really
Yep.
shameless. Really, really unbelievable.
Yeah, and this is why you can't. I mean, this should be a bare minimum. This should be a bare minimum for you. Anyone that you follow who's backing Trump's play on this, just deny it. Never happened. Not his signature. Immediately, you cannot trust what they say about anything. I mean, it's an incredibly audacious gambit they're pulling. That probably the foundational myth, not meaning it's false, but the core mythology of MAGA is that
load-bearing
there are
myth.
these
Yeah.
the load-bearing myth of MAGA
Yeah.
is that there are these
Yeah.
there are these global elite fans of the playground secretly running the world. I mean, that's core to their identity. And then it gets revealed so quickly that Trump has more credible evidence against him as being part of that than just about anyone you ever accused
Yes.
of this.
Yes.
What
Like
do
more
they
than
do?
Clinton at this point.
More than
like
Clinton.
Yeah.
More than Clinton. What do? You got to deny it. You can't admit it. You can't admit it. Then what are you going to talk about? What are you going to talk about? And not only that, remember, man, just like we just saw with the Taylor Lorenz thing, that all these Democrats get paid. And what was their defense? Well, the other side does it, and they're not wrong about that. They
Right.
do. You think these people don't get paid? They get. You look at so much of the discourse, and it really is people are hypnotized. They are. They're just hypnotized into investing in subjects that have nothing to do with them, investing in debates that are not in any way going to improve their lives. Like it's just constant economy of distraction in order to sell advertising on these platforms and the people who are willing to be the pitch man for the ads.
Exactly. Exactly.
Please clap.